shall survive. My people, open your eyes. Wake up. Blessed love, this is Queen Omega representing for all lions and lionesses. With the lion's voice, we come to tell our story. Ras Tafari, live it. Hey, the lion's voice. Ras Tafari.
I would say greetings, this is Kabanka Pyramid representing the Lion Voice vlog. Make sure that them check it out and stay tuned. Seeing Rastafari blessings every time.
It's very crucial. It's very crucial because it's almost like they ask you this question for a particular reason or is a cosmic energy. Because I almost cry one day I when I meet one eye artist them where I look up to so dearly. And but now that the music they start I get to certain levels, we can go in a certain different spaces we wouldn't been before. And when we see the livity where the man them a link, and we see the man them the junkiness where the man them dip on, or the man them talk like for the thing when I notice about enough of them is a competitive type of space to them. And I think if you really are the Rastafari music or roots music on a certain level, I don't feel like you're supposed to have it on that level, in that type of vibes. And I think it's very crucial, man, because it make our break,
The year is 1892, and the land of Ethiopia has been experiencing 4 years of terrible famine and drought. They call it the Kikuken, or the evil days. At least 1/3 of the human population and 90% of the cattle have died. The hyenas have feasted on so many carcasses that they have become overweight and barely able to move. Just when the people could take no more of the evil days, a woman named Wasiro Yeshimabet is giving birth in a place called Urgersa Gora. This is her 9th attempt to bring forth new life. Her previous 8 attempts only resulted in death. Will this child live? Thankfully, a healthy baby boy is born. His first cries are drowned by thunder and lightning flashes across the night sky. The heavens open up and torrential rain starts to fall. Ethiopia's drought is over, and the baby boy is given the name Tafari, meaning one to be feared or respected. Lich Tafari's father, Ras Tafari, is a very important man in 1892 Ethiopia. Although he is overjoyed at the birth of his newborn son, he cannot spend much time with him. Ras Tafari is the governor of Harar and must get back to the famous walled city to deal with its affairs. Furthermore, he is the foreign minister of Ethiopia, and having traveled to different places in Europe, he is very aware of the material and military advances they have made and the looming threats they pose to his country. Ras Tafari knows that the majority of Ethiopians have no idea what is coming, and that he has to work that much harder to secure the realm. Lich Tafari would grow up to become the legendary emperor, Haile Selassie I. To understand his journey, we must first understand the Ethiopia that he was inheriting, and what it was like when he was born in 1892. Get your copy of Kwesi Bansu's book, Haile Selassie I, Ethiopia, Volume 1, The Rise of the Priestly Warrior Kings, and increase your knowledge about the history, politics, and culture of Ethiopia in 1892, and how it connects to the rest of African and world history at the time. Haile Selassie I, Ethiopia, Volume 1 is available for purchase at www.bookmanexpress.pub. Please visit for more information.
Mental illness. I ever
Sing on P-side.
Cause it's a state of mind, no state of mind. This place called New York City. Well, it a no better rose. It's a no better rose. Well, it's the city life. Well, it's the so-called pretty life. I rise in building and all them pretty light. Many in the third world will love to live this life. Based on what they've heard, there's gold on the ground that glisten at night. And train delay, MTA no get no better. Yet the fear got hike again, the people feel the pressure. Living in the third world make me know the first is better. So to Jamaica, me write a love letter. Blind man crossing the street, him no get no help. Mothers pushing strollers up the stairs by themselves. Here you only get pitied if the gender on the fence. No foot call this place heaven, but I would call it hell. You know?
Yeah, you
So we
see
have a
through your,
documentary thing, music a
yeah.
documentary,
You see through your mic sound nice. I'm gonna ask if you do somebody tune them because your audio sound very high. So we big up, and I see some of the eye people them there. You see Junior, the baller that check in, state of mind, massive tune. You see, poetic music say land of the free. If you know, you know. Autarchii classic. So me see some of the family them check in.
That's true.
Very, very, very powerful music. So what was your first big song where you know say, all right, this is an impact because you're releasing music, you have a lot of music, but what was the song where you thought, all right, this one catch?
I said the first song alright, well to my mind every time I release a tune, I tell myself, say this is gonna be the next big tune.
That is every artist. That is every artist.
But then I think the song but most people first originally know Autarchii from. You have Grow, where most people out of Japan and certain places know due to the whole I Times label where it released span. Certain people start tuning into the frequency, but then you did have Shashamani Living now where Shashamani Living is a tune where most people know and I from where we're featuring Far the Future to same way. That is a song that really bring me into prominence because at that time we have a movement or we are move collective and most people anyway I'm tell Autarchii, especially in a New York City, in a New York or anywhere on the East Coast where I go, Shashamani Living was the first tune where them really catch on to the frequency, release on bent box records and most people. But overall still I think like tunes like Cure My Pain, a certain song where I know on the West Coast side of the thing, to Cure My Pain is one of them they release on Dub Rockers label where a lot of people know Autarchii from, and then you have a land of the freeze a tune with certain play. It depends on the market. It depends on the market to certain way, but I feel like there's certain different pockets and different places where certain tunes resonate with them more than some, and I think some people will identify Autarchii with that particular song. Revolution and this song is kind of a song where dear to a lot of people art, you know.
Yeah, I think that your knowledge of the market is very crucial as an independent artist, and I want to touch some of the business a little bit later. But I want to jump into the topic right now because you talk about your child in New York. You could have gone certain ways, and what I'm hearing is that you're putting the life that you're living into the music. Um, how important is it? Because I've heard and I've seen a lot of artists that sing one thing, but maybe if you meet them in real life, you get a different vibration or a different impression from the message that they're singing. And I've heard this complaint from many people in the industry, in particular as it relates to Ras Tafari artists. How important I think, or is it important for the artists to live what they're singing? What's the eye sound on that?
It's very crucial. It's very, very crucial because it's almost like they ask you this question for a particular reason or is a cosmic energy. Because I almost cry one day I when I meet one eye artist them where I look up to so dearly, but now that the music they start I get to certain levels, we can go in a certain different spaces so we wouldn't been before. And when we see the livity where the man them a link and we see the man them the junkiness or the man them dip and or the man them talk like for the thing when I notice about for them is a competitive type of space with them. And I think if you really are the Rastafari music or roots music on a certain level, I don't feel like you're supposed to have it on that level, in that type of vibes. And I think it's very crucial, man, because it make or break, and you have to remember, see, a whole heap of youth where I look up to you a certain way and them have to see that that them are connect, and if the that them not connect, mislead the youth them. Because it's almost like you could have get in a Hollywood then. It's almost like if you become an actor or an actress then and just find a space this as opposing to doing the roots on a certain level to see me. So it's something where it's very, very crucial and it defining towards the culture too. I tell you the truth. It something where it defining to the culture because it need to be addressed. It needs to be addressed because you see one thing we know, there is a thing where them always tell us action speak louder than word. And when we come to see the mission now, we start realize if there was action within the mission and ones that live up to where them where ones that sing, would I see the tangible progress them? Would I see the tangible progress? But the tangible progress is just not there. And that means the facts that they're them not living clean and not living up to the message where they're them say. It create a stagnant environment for themselves, for people looking up to them and for the future to come. So it's very defining, something we're very, very important.
Them could never conquer the mountains, thousands of years and counting. Ethiopia rise again unto the world, now we are announcing. Them a plan for war, we a plan for peace. And now we see them wanna go dismantle the base. When the trumpet sound and the violence cease, how we say one go build up the cities. Well, them a plan for war, we a plan for peace. And now we see them wanna go dismantle the base. Ras Tafari crown as the Prince of Peace. Him tell the youths them fi build up them countries. Well, solar energy that them a see. The whole city powered by the sun's energy. The road them make out the hemp and concrete. Neighborhoods full of fruit trees that taste sweet. The youths put down them guns, them harvest and a reap. The beautiful gardens will line every street. Tired of the bloodshed, them done with the beef. Not even animals for that, them burn out the meat. Where people say Haile Selassie, I see Nile. When they see say him a treat the dirt like a child. Peace on earth from the banks of the Nile. That's why we giving thanks in style. See say Babylon a weapon, them a stockpile. Babylon a wicked, kill them brother and smile. Lion, Babylon a reptile. Them a plant fish, shed blood, we got plans for the soil.